What's up everybody, Mad Max here, and today an Integra Type R has crossed my path. So I am heading over to look at it right now. Details are a little scarce, but I'm taking the risk on it. It is a supposedly one owner car with 34,000 miles in yellow, which I'm really excited about because the one color I really wouldn't want on a Type R is black, just because A, I hate black, and B, it's kind of boring on that car. But really cool story with the car. Seems to be a bit of a barn find, so I'm going to check it out right now. Hopefully I can film when I see it. I know with Type Rs, it's a little funky. You got to be very careful with them. The prices on these cars have gone insane in the past 2 years. Mostly because finding a clean example is difficult. And what I mean by that is a car that either hasn't been in an accident, hasn't been heavily modified, and hasn't been stolen. A lot of these cars, when they were new, were stolen. The parts were interchangeable onto just about any other Integra, other than the body bracing. And some of the body bracing you could even swap over. It was the only Integra with a 5-lug setup. Regular Integras are 4-lug. So it was very popular for people to steal the cars, sell the high-performance engines, sell the transmissions that are geared a little bit differently, sell the 5-lug setups, and the list goes on and on and on. So we're going to look at this car. From what I've heard, the car is exceptionally clean. There's a couple little body issues with the car, but it's basically sat in the garage collecting dust. Just to give you an example of how long the car's been sitting, the owner told me that it still is on its original timing belt, which people go, oh, you have to replace the timing belt every 80,000 miles. You also have to do it every 5 years if you don't hit the mileage mark, because the timing belt dry rots. Not a big deal, just not going to rev the car out until timing belt's changed. The car has a turbo kit on it, which I'm a little upset about. However, the owner said that the only thing that was modified to install this bolt-in turbo kit was drilling the oil pan, which I can get a stamped steel Integra Type R oil pan, no issue. And he has all of the stock parts. And when I say all of the stock parts, he says nuts, bolts, everything. Obviously, I'll have to get a gasket or two. Not a big deal. So, we're going to look at it right now. I'm really excited. I can't wait to take a peek at it. I don't know if I'm going to buy it. It's really dependent on the condition of the car. And, as I said, I have no photos of this car. It's just a local vehicle. Well, relatively local. It's about 50 miles from my house. It's one of those things where it's either going to be the find for me, or it's not, and I'll keep looking. But it's very difficult for me to find a Type R that is decent. So, fingers crossed. I really want to own this bucket list car. I wanted to walk around at first. So, a little dirty. I've seen worse.
Could have left it outside.
It's definitely, I've seen worse. I've definitely seen worse. But it's an original.
It's an original, and we have all the stock stuff in my basement.
Gotcha. Oh, this is what he was talking about with the door. Yeah.
That's just whatever you call it.
That I'm gonna talk to my buddy who's a dent guy about that and see if he can just pop it. So this car,
Crazy.
2005. Wow. So this car hasn't been on the road for 10 years plus?
Hasn't been on the road for a while, but I'll tell you, it started right up.
All right, if you want to give it a shot here. Let's see if it does. There's that key mark across the trunk.
when's the last time you started up? You said Allison started up? I think me. Oh, that was, a couple years ago. Well, we put a new battery in. Oh, you did? The battery's brand new, so I knew it was started.
Oh, it does have a new battery.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he said
and
it.
we also, when I need that battery, I have to move the car.
Gotcha. You see what he's talking about with all the dirt all over the engine.
Whatever's not in here, he has home.
Yeah, he told me. He was like really fastidious about keeping all this stuff.
Yeah, and he's got all the stock items are in the basement, and back seats are in bags.
I wish I could see the timing belt, but I think timing belt's original. He said he thinks.
36,000 miles.
I was telling him either this morning or last night, the problem is with the timing belts is not mileage, it's age. So after 5 years, they're done because they dry rot. We got VinTag there. We got a VinTag on the front bumper. We got a VinTag right here. We got a VinTag right there. I gotta open up the driver's door now. We got a VinTag right here. We got a bunch of wiring that I gotta rip out. Car doesn't smell bad inside. Doesn't smell like mice have been in here, which is a great thing. Alright, so this is number 473. Let me unlock it real quick. Let's see here. 36,419 miles. There we go. Power locks don't work either.
Well, yeah, that you certainly gotta.
Yeah, it's got lights on and stuff too.
Yeah. Well,
maybe that's it. Well, I don't know what it is. That's something I gotta check out.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're in the middle of the seat. I have no idea. I don't even know what that thing is, but it moves.
A little bit moldy and dusty there. This I think is velcroed on, hopefully, or bolted on somehow.
Everything has to be just so.
Alright, so that's VinTag there. We have original VinTag there. And an original VinTag there. And it doesn't look like any mice or anything have been in here. Can we pop the trunk? I think I gotta turn the car off to do it. Yeah, I think you need the key.
Mr. Chef, can you pull it out in the light by any chance or not?
Yeah, hold on, let me close this door. It's got a little hood prop. Just leave don't even close the hood fully, just leave it. There you go. There. Oh. That's perfect. Yeah, it's good right here. It's definitely... The paint's all original for sure. This thing needs a detail something wicked though. Holy cow.
He said he needed to spend $1,000 on a detail.
Well, I won't spend $1,000 because I'm going to do it myself. But yeah, my friend would probably charge me somewhere around $1,500 to $2,000. Yeah, listen, it's a 2,000-pound car. Good. It looks like the mice might... No, mice I don't think got to this either. You know, the big thing is the dryer sheets. The dryer sheets keep the mice away, supposedly.
Yeah, there's some dryer sheets.
You can see the...
You can smell it. Yeah. You can smell it.
They usually... Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's relatively pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's not perfect.
Well, no
but...
except his father.
But it's there. It's certainly all there.
Yeah, it's all there.
And he said he's got the back seat at home.
He's got everything at home. Is whatever he took out of here, it's in the basement at home. Everything, believe me. I don't want anything of it. Get it out.
So, what you guys just saw was a genuine Integra Type R barn find. Not disclosing location. By this time, if you watch it, I'm either going to say yes or no on if I bought it or not, so it doesn't really matter. So, as you probably saw in the video, the car has a turbo kit. It was hacked up a little bit, front bumper mainly, to put the intercooler in, which is a little bit of a shame, especially since it was an original front bumper, which makes me cry a little bit. It hurts right here. Hit me right in the feels. But every single VIN tag is intact. The engine is intact. The transmission intact. Somebody changed the injectors, which kind of it is what it is. I was really hoping that it wouldn't have any injector changes, but you know, c'est la vie. Alright, so yeah, I'd love to hear what you guys think of this barn find. I think it's unbelievable that this car just stumbled into my lap. Condition-wise, whew, it's a doozy. It's a doozy. So, we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. We might see this thing on the flatbed soon. Headed over to my my storage place. Like and subscribe.